Yo, what's going on, guys? We're here for some World Cup coverage. This time we got Disenchanted versus Tadarinri. I don't know what teams they're on actually, but pretty much Garchomp got off rocks. I guess he led off with his, I think it was Lando versus Chomp, and he just got off rocks. And he hard switched into his Clef, and then he went into Tadarinri, went into Thunderous on a T-Wave, and Disenchanted went into Lando on a Thunderbolt from the Thunderous. So since he didn't get up rocks turn 1, it's safe to assume that this is either Scarf or offensive. I think definitely Scarf could make sense. I like that he has Alamobile on his team as it's a hindrance. I think it takes on Low Pony very well, especially if it's Wish Protect with Rocky Helmet. It kind of checks like Garchomp, Low Pony, Jirachi, and Azu, depending on what the Azu set is. I don't know how much Banded Play Rough would be able to do to Alamomola, but Alamomola seems pretty nice in this match as Disenchanted is able to get in his Clefable, which can be an issue for Tadarinri, I guess. He's got to keep either Breloom or Jirachi around. Jirachi, of course, can check. He doesn't want to get Jirachi T-Waved, of course, because that should be his Scarfer, seeing that Chomp got up rocks. He could be Spadef if he wants something tankier to take on Fairy types, but I do see Jirachi being Scarf, and he would keep Breloom healthy because he does want, just in case this get out of hand, he could always Sleep Father it, or force it out, making it fear in this, the Spore, of course. So Clef's inside. I don't think this would be the rocker because he does have Heatran and Ferrothorn. I'm guessing his team is going to be Spike Stack, which either team doesn't have hazard control. But if it's going to become a hazard war, I think it could be in Disenchanted's favor, of course, because he will have spikes on Tadarinri's side, as he SDs on the Clefable, and he gets a crit. I don't think the crit definitely mattered. I think that was huge. Don't know why he SD'd. Maybe he just wanted to punch a hole in Clefable early on. But right now it's looking very grim. Just turn 5 and it's not looking good. That crit definitely mattered though. I don't think it could one-shot. I really don't think it would one-shot Garchomp. I don't think it's bulky Chomp, but I don't think it would one-shot either with uninvested Spatak. So yeah, Tadarinri is just forced. Oh. Disenchanted the king. He stays in, predicting the I think the U-turn was pretty obvious because he wants to gain momentum. He has solid answers between Aloe, Heatran, and Jirachi to come in on the Iron Head. So I think that it could have been risky if he just played it safely, but I think the U-turn was fairly obvious. And now the Thunderous is kind of is weakened now, and it is leftovers. Is it leftovers or I think it's life orb. We didn't get to tell because Disenchanted went into his Lando on a Thunderbolt, as he goes right back into the it's his Jirachi on the Lando switch, which is I guess favorable for Disenchanted. I guess because he can't really, because he's gonna get the slow U-turn as Jirachi should be faster. I don't think he would Iron Head. He could Iron Head here to just force him to, but he'd have to hope he get a flinch. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's likely that Disenchanted is going to Earthquake. Yeah, so he does the Iron Head, which I think was a fine play. I didn't think he was going to Earthquake there. It's most likely U-turning, but like I said, the issue was he's going to U-turn and get momentum, and his Heatran switching. I think this matchup was heavily in Disenchanted's favor. Like his Heatran switching is only Azu now. And him getting crit by the Clefable turn 5 definitely didn't help him. So he's definitely forced to go into Azu. If Disenchanted wants to be aggressive, he can definitely predict that. There's no way that he's staying in. He's at -1. He's locked in the Iron Head. He might even try to get rocks up, but I think Toxic could even be a good play for the Azu. But he does have like Aloe and Ferrothorn in the back. If he's Belly Drum, however, I think that just sweeps. If you think about it, because I think play rough at 80, because Aloe will be at 88, Eat Protect, He'd get 6%. He'd be 94. Okay. Oh yeah, he's taunt, so he couldn't even belly jump. So he has knockoff. So he is indeed. I think that does confirm that he has to be or he should be uh belly drum, because I don't think you'd run knockoff on a, unless he's the soul vest Azu, because you wouldn't run knockoff on drum or bandit Azu, because it would be waterfall, aqua jet, play rough, and superpower on the bandit set. Most likely he could still be bandit, but I don't think he is, and I'm not going to check the calcs because nah, it's not worth it. So he just knocks off the Heatran. I think this can definitely come through though, like I said, if he's belly drum, because look at his, he just gets 6-0'd by belly drum Azu if Alamomala can't take a hit. So he lava plumes. If this is drum, I don't know why he's risking. I'm assuming he's, if he was okay, it did 13%, he might just be a soul vest then, so that's possibly why he's staying in and risking this. But then he doesn't have any fire resist. But I still think that Azu, he still has Healing Wish in the back, so that's fair enough. Oops, I hit my mic. So if he does want to just weaken this, get this thing out of the way, because Heatran is a huge threat to his team, obviously. But it only really comes in on when Jirachi is forced to Iron Head, which it can't even really do that because Aloe and Ferrothorn's in the back, like I said. But yeah, I really hope that he is belly drum Azu, because then it can definitely turn the game around for him. I don't think this was unaware. I think it's a rocks. I'm not sure. But Disenchanted is thinking about whether he wants to keep the Tran. Doesn't necessarily need the Tran as it loses to everything else besides Jirachi, and you do have Aloe and Pharaoh in the back as backup checks to Jirachi. I don't think Jirachi is really much of an issue. I think Azu's more of an issue. Okay, so he does go into his Ferrothorn here on the, oh, he Aqua Jets there. So yeah, okay, let's see. So now that's a good play on Disenchanted's part, because now he can't even, I'm positive he is belly drum. I don't think he's a soul vest. But now Ferrothorn being in means that he can't set up on Disenchanted. His switch, he doesn't really have decent switch-ins to Ferrothorn either. I guess his best is Breloom. But Breloom can also, I don't know, Breloom can also sweep if you think about it. If he's able to, I don't know, I think he has decent win cons, Tadarinri does, if he's able to play well. If he's able to get Alakazam into +2 range and able to knock out, I think first he'd have to be able to get Pharaoh in like neutral bullet punch or Mach Punch range, and he'd have to get rid of this and then get a Sleep Father in either Tran, Aloe, or Clef, and then he gets a free SD, and he could definitely win that way. Actually, he's Scarf Lando too, so it is tricky. I don't think he'd be able to win outright with Breloom, but he does have potential ways of winning. So Clef comes in and eats that up. It didn't take rocks damage, so it is a magic guard. You can honestly click Moonblast. I mean, T-Wave's fine too, because there's no way he's going into Thunderous. It just dies. T-Wave could be a nice play, or if he wants to pull out double to Tran, that'd be nice as well. Though I think Loom would be nicer, but he could definitely just play it safe. I don't think he really needs to play this aggressively. As wait, what? Okay. Well then, that is it. That's gonna be the game. I didn't even see the timer go down. Normally they show that, I guess. Huh. Well, that's gonna be it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Oops.